What's up, everyone? This is the Raw True coming back with part three, and to speak more in depth of it. And the reason why I'm breaking this down and bringing clarity because getting to the root of the problem, we have to go to fuck all the way back. It's like that song says. What are we going to do right here is go back, way back in that time. And what is the time? Children. The time we were young. The time, you know, when we're soaking up all this understanding and learning and lessons and stuff like that. Whether it's good or bad, we're going to soak it up because we are sponges from ages 1 to 5. We're sponges. You know what I'm saying? We're sponges. Another thing, you have to understand. I want to hit that over sexualized too, because both boys and girls have grown up where we see our own mothers have different men and keep having different men and stuff like that come in and out and stuff like that. And when you see a mom who have different men come in and out, that does two things for the son and the daughter. Teaches the son that he can have many women and not be committed, and it also teaches the daughter to be a fucking whore. So she having 2 or 3 children by 2 or 3 different guys, or even having 6 or 8 children by 3 or 4 different guys, then she more likely learned it from her mother. Why do I say that? You know that there's women who are 36 years old who are grandmothers and have 2 of them, 2 grandchildren at 36 years old. Now she's 36 years old. Her child is 18. How old was she when she had? There's women who are 36 years old who have 3 grandchildren, and her oldest child is 19 or 20. Can't you understand the pattern? And so if the mother's irresponsible, well, what the fuck you think she's teaching her daughter? How to be irresponsible. And if she's teaching her daughter how to be irresponsible, that means what? That she's not teaching her daughter to be responsible. And if she's not teaching her daughter to be responsible, then how the fuck can she ever be held accountable for anything? Fast forward. Oh man, it keeps coming. Fast forward. Oh, these black women, they don't understand accountability and responsibility. Well, who taught them that lesson? Remember, I'm going to keep saying it. 74% of homes are fucking fatherless, and that's going to grow to 80%. So who's responsible? Yep. So again, black woman, you're not getting any fucking where when you say your mama black. 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 What are you talking about? Your mama black. And that's probably why a lot of black men are fucking talking about your dumb ass, because they come from mamas who are black, who are the same thing that I'm talking about. Who act the same way as I'm talking about. It's one thing that we don't want to admit, that the vast majority of our mothers are fucking whores and sluts. We don't want to admit that the very same women who emasculated us boys and who have destroyed our little girls and turned our little girls against us are you black mothers. Yes, you black mothers. We know you have an accomplice. It's called the white man's government, who's there to divide us even more. Do child support, child custody. They allow you to lock our 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 men up for crimes that they didn't commit. But guess what, black man? Remember, it's the moms doing this shit, right? Who the fuck is learning this shit? Who's the fuck learning? Who's taking notes up in their motherfucking mind? It's the little girls. It's the little girls who are learning this shit. They are soaking it in. All I'm saying is that the vast majority of little girls or black women that you see right now who have no soul is because the mother darkened their souls. Their mama black. Their mama black. Understand something. You have to go back for when they were children to understand. And you notice I'm giving out a whole shitload of roots. Understand something. A plant has several roots. So every root draws water, right? Every root draws water to that plant. Every single root does. So it may just be one plant, but it may have 4 roots, it may have 6 roots, it may have 12 roots. It has several roots. So even though it's one plant, each root represents a problem or a solving. So I like to look at the roots of things and give example, and each example that I give represent a root. Understand this, black man. The lessons are being trained by the moms. I see why you black women love to talk that shit about your mama black. Of course. Who the fuck you think is teaching us this shit? I mean, I myself was taught by my mother that me having feelings weren't no good. And I'm talking about the little girls right now. I'm talking about the little girls who growing up to be women. Why are they fighting in the streets so much? Oh, you know, black women banged in the 80s and banged in the 70s? See, our mothers always want to talk shit and run in their fucking mouth and won't shut the fuck up and be women and be examples and shit. Who the fuck you think is learning underneath her? The little daughters. And once you see something for so much, you get immune to that. It's like when your body used to get sick a lot, and your immune system, it makes it stronger. So therefore, you don't get sick as much as long as you avoid the vaccines and stuff. Like me, I'm just throwing it out there. Not a doctor, can't cure, can't diagnose. But some people who know what the fuck I'm talking about. But the immune system gets stronger and stronger to the fact that those same elements cannot affect you anymore because your immune system know how to fuck to handle it, because it's already know that and knows how to deal with that. In order for your immune system to deal with that shit, it has to be affected by it to deal with it, to be stronger and to keep you stronger and to keep you healthier. It's the same thing in the family structure, or the so-called family structure, I will say. A so-called family structure, because black women, whether you want to admit it or not, I don't give a fuck if you get mad or not. If you were never ever married and you had children, that's not a fucking family. That's a failure. Let me say it again. You have children without a husband, you are a fucking failure. I'm not giving you props to a woman who laid down with who's a wife who laid down with a fucking husband and had kids the right way. So once these little girls seeing that, they get immune to it. Their personality it's so numb because They have sucked up everything that their mothers have taught them. Whether it's verbal or non-verbal, they see it. They see the non-verbals that the mother gives a man whenever she disagrees. So she's going to give that same non-verbals to you. They see the throwing of the dishes and throwing the man shit out on the lawn. They see that shit. And over a period of time, that little girl grows up is going to do that same shit to you. Because she's being learned. We're like computers. As a matter of fact, we are computers. That laptop and that desktop that you have, we're that. And whatever information and data, that's the learning and the process and everything that's put on us through our minds, which is they call the motherboard. Isn't that something? In our mind, the RAM and everything that's in there, it's going to react like it. And I have to tell y'all, even though we're computers, we have so many viruses in us that we need a clean. We need our hard drive is destroyed, and we need a new program. And look at our little girls just growing up. They're growing up like that because their mama's black. There's your answer, black woman. Yes, and you know what, black woman? Your mama black. That's why you act the way you act. That's why you can't respect black men for who they are. That's why you think that your degree is better than your black man. Because your mama black. That's why you're having 2 or 3 kids or 6 to 9 kids by different men. Because your mama black. That's why you call yourself a strong, independent black woman, because your mama black. That's why you're a fucking whore, because your mama black. That's why you think black man ain't shit, because your mama black. I mean, this shit is serious, and I really needed to attack this issue because one thing that I see that even me, the raw truth, failed a little bit. I can't say fail all like that, because I've made video again called "Does the Black Man Have Stockholm Syndrome?" to the black woman, and I spoke of the suicide and stuff with children and stuff like that. I spoke of family values and stuff, but one thing that we, including myself, don't speak for enough is we don't speak through the shit that little girls go through. Maybe if we start speaking more of that can jar some memories. Because black woman, I'm telling you, whenever you come at me with that yo mama shit, well, that goes for you too. Well, my mom raised me. She was the best mother. Well, did you come from a union called husband? No. Well, then your mother's a failure. And yes, your mama's black. But you gotta understand, she made a mistake. No. How the fuck your legs come open as a mistake? What, the wind blew them legs the fuck open, and all of a sudden a man, who was came out the shower in this room, a tornado picked him up while his fucking ass was naked, and then dropped him, and his penis was so fucking hard because the wind was giving him a blowjob. Damn! The wind was giving him a blowjob, because the wind blows through. That's what I'm saying. The wind was giving him a blowjob, and then the tornado just dropped him down on top of your mother, and the dick just went in the pussy. And he said, "Oh, this is good. Oh, ah." And then 9 months later, Simulac. Get the fuck out of here. That was well, she was vulnerable, but I thought y'all were strong, independent black woman. So either you're vulnerable or you're strong. All I'm saying is we got a whole heck of a lot of work to do. And what we really need is we need women to come and start admitting this shit. And we need a few good women to go out there and teach women to be women. But before you do, I like for y'all to be, how can I say this? Be taught though, and be screened. That way, once y'all go out there, y'all can start bringing the nation back, and we could be okay. And I want to hear everybody else's thoughts, and your opinions. Really, what do you think about this? Who knows, in the future I may even have more to say. But I felt need and compelled to go through the process of this. Go to bring up their behaviors and match it straight to their moms. Because 74% of homes that are fatherless is actually 74% of failure right there. And I know 20 to 25% of black men are fucking 80% of the black women. I know that. I get that. It just shows that we have over 80% of black women who are irresponsible, who have no accountability. And if you're irresponsible and have no accountability, by logic and by default, that means 80% or more black women are not even women. They're still little girls. So if a 40-year-old woman who's supposed to be a woman have a baby, that's still a baby having babies because she has not matured to be a woman. Let me know how you feel. No dialogue with me, send your hate mail whatsoever. But I needed to do this. I really needed to do this. Share, like my videos. And again, any of y'all, any of my subscribers, I hear that. No 10 people. Each one that subscribe, bring 10 people to subscribe. Because I want more people to see my videos to give them a good insight and understanding of our community. Now, do I love black women? If I didn't love black women, I would have shut the fuck up long time ago and wouldn't say shit to y'all. The reason why I make my videos is because I love you. The reason why I make my videos is I not only love you, I love my nation. You're part of my nation. In order for our nation to heal, we have to deny our oppressor, and we have to deal with things and be not biased by it, but be truthful. So you ever wonder why we have so many monsters running on the streets? Yeah, your mama black. So is mine. So let me know how you feel. I'll leave it at that. Till then, I'm the raw truth. Peace.